Hey everyone, I'm going to be doing some live spreads. I thought I'd finish off with some live spreads because I pre-recorded all the others. So for the fire signs, you guys get yours live. So whoever joins, joins. I'm afraid you're going to have to excuse the look. This is the hay fever look. But anyway, let's get stuck in. So fire signs with Aries, Leo, Sag. I'm going to start off with Aries. And these are who's coming towards you in May love readings. So let's get stuck in with Aries. Let's start with Aries. Right then. Aries, Sun, Moon and Rising. Who's coming towards Aries in May 2018? Who's coming towards? I'll do Leo next and I'll leave Sag till last. Right, last but not least. Right, Aries, Sun, Moon and Rising. Aries, who's coming towards Aries in May? Who's coming towards Aries in May? I sort of do a few cards for like a bit of a backstory to see how we've ended up where you are now. And then I'll throw a few as an indication for what or who's coming towards you in love in May. So, Aries. Okay, have 5 Pentacles reversed. Usually means someone coming back out the woodwork. Someone that either you've shut out or that shut you out. 10 of Swords, yeah. Stab in the back. Did you wrong kind of thing. 8 of Wands reversed. Didn't communicate. Ghosted. 6 of Swords. So I'm looking at the previous situation as it kind of stands now. I know a lot of you are commenting at the moment. I'll try and look, see who's who. Right. Now I'm looking at the who's coming towards you bit. That's sort of like the backstory and how you got to where you are, Aries. So we have the 9 of Cups reversed. Oh, what was that? Sorry. Temperance, 2 of Cups. Wow, okay. Empress reversed. One more. Sorry, I'm like really giving these a good shuffle. That one didn't want to go back in the tower. Do you know, I just want to say, I can't remember which one of the air signs, but you've just been watching me shuffle those cards. I don't know which one of the air signs it was, but you'll have to go back and watch it if you're dealing with an air sign. Sorry, one's just fell on the floor. Listen, those exact same 3 cards fell out in a past position for one of the air signs. I cannot, and the Empress was reversed as well. It's so fucking strange, you guys. I don't know which one it was, but if you're an Aries that has been dealing with, do you know what? I think it was Aquarius. If you're an Aries that's been dealing with an Aquarius, you need to go back and watch the Aquarius video. I always say there's no mistakes in the tarot the way it lands. Those 3 kind of just fell in my lap. And I can, you know what I mean? Or if you're an Aquarius cross-watching an Aries. But anyway, I'll get into the reading. But yeah, I couldn't help but notice that because obviously I did the air signs not that long, a few hours ago. It's so weird though, because I've done a couple of private readings in between and these cards have been so shuffled, and then the same 3 came out, not in that order obviously, but you know, like that. The Empress was reversed and these 2 were upright. So yeah, I've got to say, if you're dealing with an Aquarius, fuck me, you need to go look at that video. So anyway, let's get stuck in. So I've got this past situation, okay? Whether or not you're dealing with someone from your past and your future, if you're dealing with an Aquarius, then yes, you probably are dealing with someone from your past in the future. But next month. But if you're completely single, I like to look to the past because it better explains why we're in the now. So I have got the 5 of Pentacles reversed, the 10 of Swords, the 8 of Wands reversed, and the 6 of Swords. So basically, what I'm looking at here is someone's shut someone out, possibly ghosted them, didn't want to talk. may have hurt them, that, you know, I'm not going to lie, there may have been 3 third-party situations, etc., which, whatever it was that caused this breakup in the past, this really fucking hurt for the Ten of Swords to be there. But because the Ten of Swords is in the upright, this tells me that you have managed to heal yourself over time. And obviously now this energy, whether it's the same person or the same energy, feels like it's coming back around, you know, the same scenario coming back around, where you think you actually really like someone, and then out of the woodwork, we've got so much drama flying around. You know, somebody's not talking to us, they shut us out, and all of a sudden they're trying to crawl back in. That's kind of energy I'm looking at a past scenario. But what's actually coming towards you, I feel like these are a timeline. I'll hold all the cards up because I feel like it's a timeline. All this, I really do. I feel like it runs sort of from here to here. Obviously, the camera's flipped from where you guys are. Feels like a timeline of what's happening in May. I think just as you feel emotionally drained, someone comes in where feelings actually are mutual. I kind of feel like the Tower is the sudden shake-up, and also the sudden realization that there is a relationship to be had despite somebody not being able to put much effort, abundance, affection into it. That's how it's actually looking, you know. But here, this is a relationship, or at least a union, a budding union that's actually coming towards you, where feelings are mutual, Aries. Do you remember your monthly reading where I think it was you guys, where you got the reading where I was trying to tell you to give somebody a chance? Kind of feel like this is where May kicks off. Well, this is where that chance kicks off in May. Maybe it is someone from your past that really hurt you. And maybe now you are, especially if it's an Aquarius, by the way, just FYI. Maybe it's somebody that's really hurt you, Aries. And maybe this is a situation that you really feel like, oh my God, history's just going to repeat itself. Can this really work when I feel so fucking emotionally drained? Yeah. And I feel like, you know, sudden shake up, sudden wake up is the fact that you do have to get over the past, and that you do have to move forward, whether it is with this person from the past or whether it's with someone new. In other words, Aries, I feel like this is just the kick up the ass that you probably need. Remember, whenever I see the Tower in the context of love, I see a relationship that has been built on a false foundation. And looking to the past, clearly it fucking was. So the Tower needs to burn down to the ground so that we can wipe the slate clean, brush the rubble off, and start again building on a stronger foundation, because the foundation on this Tower is too rocky. The Tower has to come down now, because otherwise it would eventually. Can also mean something very sudden. So I'm kind of taking it into context here for the past and the future. Maybe this is a relationship that just needs a complete and utter sudden refresh so that it can become stronger. And I feel like this is pessimism at its finest. Oh, that's not going to work. It's never worked before. I've encountered that person or this same scenario, you know, similar person before. It's never going to work. It's never going to work. Get one's head out of one's arse, Aries. Now, these are general. They can't possibly resonate for everyone. But I can say with an assert, if you're dealing with fucking Aquarius, then this shit is for you. But, you know, I kind of want to say, if you have been going through those energies, then yeah, these messages are for you, okay? If any of you want to go further into that, feel free to email me for a personal reading. I will leave it in the description once this is uploaded. In the meantime, though, I'm moving on to Leo. So, actually, before I do, I forgot to throw Aries a romance angel, and I really feel inclined to do so. One moment, please. Playfulness. To recapture romance, Aries, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. I like that. Sort of to say, have some fun. Try not to be so dramatic and serious all the time. Lighten the fuck up, in other words. Right, let's take a look at Leo. So, Leo, Sun, Moon and Rising. Who's coming towards Leo in May? Leo in May 2018. Who's coming towards Leo in May? Yeah, Tabby, Team Leo. Hey, Tabby. Who's coming towards Leo in May? That really did not want me to go back in, so I'll just crack on. Who's coming towards Leo in May? Yet again, I'm just going to look at a previous position first before I look at who's coming through. Right, I have got the King of Pentacles reversed. Some of you have been dealing with signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, more specifically Taurus with the King. The Moon, some of you could have been dealing with Cancers. The Ace of Pentacles. Six of Cups. Who's coming towards that? Those are the previous cards. Let's look at the May cards. The Empress. Oh, two there. The Ace of Swords and the Three of Wands. Strength in the reverse. That's your card, Leo. The Five of Wands. And the Four of Cups. Let me just throw your romance angel, Leo. Again, I just say these messages cannot possibly resonate for every single one of you, so just bear that in mind. Some of you will find that you'll get messages in these monthly spreads. Some of you will find the messages just aren't for you. You know, you can either go check out somebody else or you can give a private reading a go and get the actual messages for you, whichever way you want. I really don't care, as long as I do my job. So, yeah, I've got this past situation, basically, where we've had this situation in the past where, obviously, someone's come back around, someone probably that you thought you'd lost, you know, and the Six of Cups is a very soulmate card as well, so I've got no doubt this is a soulmate connection I'm looking at here, okay, where commitment was offered, but I kind of feel like there was something not quite right about that situation, because the person that you may have been involved with, Leo, even if they weren't an earth sign, it doesn't matter. This person in the past has sort of proven to be quite selfish, stubborn. It's basically the worst characteristics of the sign, really. You know, the King will always be Taurus. And I always think when they're reversed, it's the worst characteristics in Taurus. Selfish, greedy, anxious, stubborn, really fucking stubborn energy. And I'm sort of looking at this thinking, in the past, have you offered, Leo, your all to somebody who, I want to say, didn't accept it, and you never really fully understood why it wasn't accepted back then? And I feel like there was a parting of ways at that point. I'm just going to level with y'all that, I mean, I know to follow my intuition with these cards. For some of you that will want, and I feel like I'm only talking to like one or two of you here, but at a point where you wanted to offer something to somebody, to this soulmate who came back into your life, I kind of feel like maybe they were a friend at first, Leo, and there's this commitment that's offered. I want to say they didn't like the fact, I'm only speaking to one or two of you now, they didn't like the fact that you offered it. They wanted to be the one to offer it. So it's not so much any other bad characteristics. This is more about stubbornness. No, I'm not going to accept your offer because I was going to be the one to do that, and you fucked up my plans because you won't shut up about it. I don't know where the fuck that came from. Fuck me. Crazy, crazy fucking energies in here today. Seriously, crazy fucking energies in here. I'm going to have to shake off when I get off here. So, yeah, what's actually coming towards Leo? That was a very specific scenario. So I'm probably reaching out to like one or two of you. What's actually coming towards you here, okay, is abundance with honesty about the situation. Honesty that it wasn't accepted because it wasn't good enough, quite literally because they wanted to be the one to do it. This is not to say that a relationship's not or commitment's not going to come out of this, Leo. I kind of feel like whoever you're dealing with here, I do feel like you've been dealing with this person on and off for a while. Whoever you were dealing with, they admit, they tell you the truth about why it wasn't offered. They tell you the truth about why. Yeah, okay, it caused some conflict back then. But they saw your weaknesses. We were rushing in too soon because they wanted to be the one to do it at the right time. And you kind of took over and it put them off. Seriously, you guys, I don't even know half the fucking words I'm saying at the moment. It's almost like someone's fucking talking through me. It's weird. They were waiting. They were waiting. They wanted to be the one to do it. And you took over. Whether you're pushing it, I'm not sure. Or you were the one that broached it. They've been planning to talk about this, to do something about this, but you ruined their plans. And that's why we hit this brick in the wall. But don't panic. There's an honest conversation here ending in victory with abundance. Okay, so I've got no doubt that this can get back on track. So I have got this oracle card. You do deserve love. You are lovable. This person knows it. It's somebody that you've been dealing with on and off for a while. Again, I feel like I'm only reaching out to like one or two of you. I do apologize. I just have to follow what spirit wants me to do. Do you know what I mean? That's just how it goes. But yeah, I kind of feel like when you took over back then, they didn't like it. They wanted to be the one to do it in their own sweet time and not before. And by you going ahead and doing it first, it sort of rocked the boat because they weren't ready. They were waiting. They were waiting until they were ready. Fuck me, Leo. There's an honest conversation in May about why a budding relationship hit a blip. That's what's coming towards Leo in May. An honest conversation about why a relationship hit a blip in the past. So even if you're a Leo that's not heard from an ex in a while, if you're starting to get back in touch with them, these messages are for you. Or if you have been on and off with someone and you are still in contact, these are for those Leos that are still in contact with an ex. I have to say an ex because the Six of Cups is here. It's always someone from your past. Fuck me. Brace yourself, Leo. Brace yourself. Interesting. Right, I'm moving on. To Sagittarius. God, I hope Sagittarius isn't that fucking intense. Bloody hell. Right, Sagittarius. Last but not least, Sun, Moon and Rising. May 2018. Who's coming towards Sagittarius in May 2018? Who's coming towards Sagittarius? Yes, Saggies. All right, let me see. Let's look at a previous situation first to find out why you are where you are now. Sagittarius. 5 Pentacles reverse. Seriously, I'm good. Do you know what? Cards are just saying, and I'm just doing this. 4 of Wands. 7 of Pentacles. 2 of Wands. Queen of Cups. That's the past scenario. I had to do 5. I don't know why. Let's look at the future scenario. what's actually coming in May. The Fool, the Ace of Wands reversed, the Seven of Swords. Seriously, you guys. Oh, Five of Swords reversed, Judgment reversed. Right. Let me throw a romance angel. I think you guys know where I'm going with this one. Stay optimistic. Just have a sip of my coffee, you guys. Right. Sag. You could be either way, but I'm going to look at it from Sag's perspective. If it is the other way around, feel free to comment that it's the other way around, but I'm just reeling this off from Sag's perspective. So basically, I'm looking at a situation here within a relationship, possibly with a water sign. I feel this is to do with money. I really feel this is to do with money. Poverty because of a overindulgent social life. Either you or them. Somebody being in this May, and also the Five of Pentacles, like shutting somebody out because of that. I feel like it's an overactive social life, i.e. drinking too much, partying too much, creating some sort of poverty and obviously being shut out. It's either you or someone you're dealing with. Waiting for better things to come. Not satisfied with what you've got. Not really knowing which way to go. We're still in sort of, do I stay stuck in these patterns? Either accepting somebody who is overindulging, or do I stay stuck in the patterns of overindulging? The Queen of Cups is the energy of being ready to love again. And this is past, by the way. Getting yourself to the point where you are, you've either let somebody go who's overindulging, or you've straightened your shit out and you're no longer overindulging yourself. And you got yourself to a point where you are ready to love. However, I feel like for some of you, if you were dealing with, okay, I need to split this into two groups. The first group, if you have been dealing with somebody who has been overindulging, and you put up with this for quite some time, I want to say a drinker, and you've put up with this for quite some time, you've gave it your all, you went in with nothing but love, and that's what kept you there. But eventually you had to go because you couldn't compete with the lifestyle that they were leading. Now, for you to put up with it, this is for somebody who's put up with this for a long time, possibly even through a marriage, if not a long-term commitment. It begs the question, what is going on with yourself? What was going on with your self-worth to make you stick it out that long? And I have a point to this, because it's the issue with self-worth, which is why we're sort of jumping out of the frying pan into the fire in May. And I say that because of these. Jumping out of the frying pan into the fire. Someone's coming towards you in May. If you're not careful, you're going to get used. I've pretty much 2 Aries cards there for any of you that are dealing with an Aries, but you could also be dealing with a water sign. I don't feel like the water sign is anybody else. I feel like it was, if you are dealing with somebody who was overindulgent, it was your energy then. It's sort of like a symbol to sort of say you tried your best with nothing but love. And eventually you couldn't take it anymore. It wasn't good enough. But what's coming towards you is a false start with a sneaky piece of shit. And I feel like the judgment in the reverse hasn't so much got anything to do with not being able to have a second chance with someone from your past. I feel like it's more a case of still waiting for your second chance in love as a whole. You still think, though, that love is worth fighting for. And I'm thinking that you're trying to see the best in this person. You may already know them. We're so close to May. This feels very casual, though. Whenever I see the Ace of Wands reverse, it's all sex and no commitment. It's not even fun anymore. This is a blatant false start being used. But you see this as a whole fresh start that's worth fighting for. And you are trying to stay optimistic. And yeah, you should be optimistic, but not with this person. Sorry, you guys. I keep itching my nose. My eyes are streaming. I've got hay fever dead bad. Listen, Sag. Don't allow your past, and this goes if you were overindulging as well. This kind of feels like, again, if you're drinking to block shit out, it still poses this self-worth issue. Why do you not feel worthy enough of better than you've had? If you've been dealing with somebody, you know, or overindulging yourself because you're trying to block shit out and you don't want to deal with it, and then you think, oh, I'll just need a companion, I'll go with anything. That is no attitude, no way to find love. I do feel like this Queen of Cups, though, is you guys start sorting your shit out, but then we're still going for the same type of person that could pull you back into bad habits. Whether it's back into a bad relationship or back into bad habits around indulgence. And there's this lack of money in the past as well. It's almost like you've got back on your feet and then bam, we're jumping into something even worse here. I'd take the Seven of Swords as a straight up warning, Sag. I really would. That now is not the time. The Fool is good for you. The Fool is the initial idea of needing to start afresh and working out how you can go about it. Obviously, it's 0. So it's still a thought process at this point. Thinking about taking a chance, taking a leap of faith, but it can also be a risky one. So just be careful with who you bump into in May. If you're comfortable with just having a bit of fun, then fair enough. Nobody can say anything as long as you're in the mindset that it's just fun. But if you get involved with somebody wanting a relationship, just bear in mind they may be leading you on. But the Fool is the initial idea of wanting something fresh and new, which is good. Yeah, you should be planning for that. I just feel like there's not enough preparation in order for us to get to the Magician, to the manifestation of that. I think there needs to be a little bit more preparation. So yeah, positive faith and thinking and faith will bring you romance. That is very true. Remain optimistic. Don't delve into pessimism. Takes you to dark places, Sag, if you start doing that. Stay upbeat, but just, I know you guys can get led away by passion sometimes. And it's sort of, heart takes over logic. Spirit's coming through to sort of say what's coming towards you in May may not necessarily be good for you, considering what, if you, especially if you've been through these energies, considering what you've been through, what's coming towards you in may not be good for you. So continue on the path to your new beginning, fresh start, someone completely new. Avoid people that you know may use you, okay? We've had it shitty. We really don't want to continue having it shitty. It's time to start looking at different types of people, different groups of people, thinking about where you're meeting these people. If you have had issues with either an overindulging partner in the past or yourself as overindulged, I'd probably steer clear from bars, pubs and clubs. Just common sense there. So yeah, what's coming towards you in May may not be good for you, Sag. I'm not going to lie. It's a warning. It's a heads up. My job's done. You do what you want with that. Just try not to go into it with rose-tinted glasses thinking, oh, I'm having sex again and this feels wonderful. This guy's so nice. Thinking wedding bells. Not necessarily the case, considering the cards I've just sent. Anyway, you guys, thanks for watching. So if anybody would like a private reading, please do feel free to email me. I'll leave it in the description once this is uploaded. And don't forget, I've got a competition on this week. Anybody who purchases one of my one question readings for just £5 gets an entry. Along with that, you get your question answered and you also get an entry into the prize draw at no extra cost, which is drawn on Sunday. The winner gets an hour worth £50 for now. So yeah, if you want to win an hour with me, either live or pre-recorded, choice is yours. Then, oh, hey, good glimmer. Then yeah, feel free to email me for that as well, but I'll leave all the details in the description. As soon as this is uploaded, I'll leave the details. In the meantime though, you lot, I wish you all the best. I'll be going back live in about 15 minutes. I'm going to do some end of month readings for you lot, just a little bit extra. So hey, Miss Leo. So yeah, you guys take care. We'll speak soon. Bye for now.